Why contain it? Our appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying
be
to the
so
point
annoyed
where
if
we
it's
may
not
not be
working.
able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
False news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think, and this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. Work was them behind long ago. We are the future.
Fail other problems. Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. We're more concerned about Savage. We relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience. And their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project.
Among other things, but I must admit that I've been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon. Order. UH. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we are its king.
Better than kings. Gods. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Midnight Show in 2024. It's nice to see you all. How are you all doing? It's been okay for me. It's been worse for other fucking people, evidently. I remember, what is that old saying? One of the most comforting things in life is to look back and see somebody else who's having a shittier time than you. And holy fuck, I'm glad I stopped drinking. I'm really glad that I had friends to pull me away from the bottle and say, you know what, let's stop drinking every night. Let's maybe hang out with the guys. Maybe spend some time with your girlfriend. Maybe work a little more. And as fun as it is to stream occasionally, let's just go ahead and focus on our real life. So it's really nice to see everybody. Now that I have my computer set up and apparently OBS is working again, I might stream more often, but no promises. But we'll see. So much shit has happened in the last year. Literal rabbis climbing out of the sewers. Literal rabbis just climbing up out of sewers is the most strange. I didn't even know what to say about that. I thought I woke up and thought I was dreaming. And bizarre. I was beside myself. Oh, man. So what else has gone on? I saw that. Coach Red Pill, since the last time I'm streaming, Coach Red Pill made news across the world. Across the entire fucking world, chat. Do you know what he got, he got gassed? He got thrown out of a helicopter? He got Ukraine? Zelensky killed him. Our boy. Our Coach Red Pill, got killed by the Ukrainian government. I reviewed Ralph's sex tape with this guy. That was another moment where I felt like I was living in a dream. Where I'm like, Gonzalo Lira, Coach? You're fucking with me. I saw, what was it, Russell Brand? I saw Tucker Carlson. I saw Tucker Carlson come out of the blue and be like, Gonzalo Lira, popular YouTuber. Of course, you know, life coach for all of those distraught souls who just needed to be reminded that women are in fact like dogs. Oh, shit. What else has happened? It's been wild. I've been taking notes because I've been planning on doing a stream, but I really needed a little bit more area so I could throw my arms around and and just really go crazy with some of the shit we watched. So yeah, F's in chat for Coach, and as a matter of fact, I have a little something to remember him.
Women are like dogs.
Well, not just that, but what's the way of saying this? You know, Coach didn't go to Ukraine to spread misinformation or to spy on behalf of Russia. He needed to go out there to live, to find out if he was really alive. See you, Space Cowboy. Rip. Let's bring that up here. There we go.
Women are like dogs. They are exactly like dogs. And never forget that. You have to treat them like you would treat a dog.
Oh, rest ye tragic boomer man, your life cut much too short by angry men who hate your work.
Salutes all the way. Allegedly. That's right, allegedly. He got Minecraft.
System pigs and journal scum who you did
I doubt it, but sorry. I'm still, brushing the dust off. Felt like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys when he pulls the tarp off the shipmobile. Man, she's a beauty. That's how I felt putting the PC back together. I'm like, man, this thing's barely kicking. Oh man, you really would laugh if you saw the setup I had before. But rest in peace, Gonzalo Lira. You didn't deserve that, man. Realistically, though, all jokes aside, he was an American citizen, and I believe we've given Ukraine $61 billion. So even if, he was there spreading misinformation, in my personal opinion, Ukraine owed it to America to go, hey, get your boy, and if we find him over here again, we will absolutely take his ass out. But instead, they just killed him. So, it's absolute bullshit, in my personal opinion. And maybe I'm wrong, I'm only an American. I only, come from the same nation as this man. So you'll have to pardon my righteous indignation. Let's see, where is this here? Let me show you this. Let's switch over to Twitter. Congressman Keating traveled to Ukraine to personally deliver Zelensky a copy of the House decision to allocate over $60 billion of Ukraine taxpayer funds to the country. Really let that sit in. Now, take a look at the look on Zelensky's face. Doesn't he even look like a fucking rat? He looks like a rat, doesn't he? He looks like something that you would have to you would have a problem with within your home, right? He doesn't resemble something that you would treat with respect. So, right here, buddy, from this part of America, deep down in my soul, Zelensky, fuck you, man. Not only did you kill our friend in chat, right? Coach Red Pill, Gonzalo Lira. Well, he was an American expat, so as far as I'm concerned, he was still our friend. And we gave Ukraine $60 billion of the money. We can barely put food on our motherfucking tables and the lights on. Rent is insanely high everywhere. The cost of living is through the fucking roof. And we give these assholes $60 billion fucking dollars? Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. The state of your streets? What do your streets look like? Do your streets, when you look around, look good enough that you should be giving $60 fucking billion? Now you'll have to pardon my overuse of the F slur. Or one of the F slurs, right? But how absolutely infuriating. Even if you forget about the whole coach thing. Our nation is in shambles. Our communities are shit. The cost of living is up. The economy is absolutely fucked. But we're giving this rat fuck $60 billion and he killed Coach Red Pill? What a bunch of bullshit. Like, what a bunch of fucking bullshit. Somebody should be held accountable for this. Is there a place where we can all peacefully assemble and get a popular vote to politely ask this man for our money back? It reminded me of that sketch from The Onion or that video from The Onion where they go, hey, all of the money has a dye that is poisonous and we need you to send all of your money in cash delivered to the taxpayer, please. It's outrageous. we have to work longer hours and have shorter days with our loved ones. And meanwhile, look at him. Look at the look in his eyes. I wish, I probably could zoom it in to really show you how much of a rat fuck he really is. But I'm sure you could see it right there. So, I won't spend too much longer on this, but Zelensky, fuck you. Ukraine, fuck you. Straight from the bottom of my soul. For all of the neglect that my people have faced just to benefit this man has filled me with so much what I would say righteous indignation that I couldn't even put it into words as I watch the place around me fall to shit, as I find it difficult, difficult to live and pay the bills. And I'd like to spend more time with the people I care about. And instead, all of us have to work harder and longer. And our shit just crumbles. And we're sending this asshole 60 motherfuckers. Do you know of anything? Like, what would you do for, like, $60 billion? What does he owe us for this? $60 billion? Is he sucking the cocks of 60 billion motherfuckers? What is this worth? Like, you'll have to pardon me for my my rage here. But what a disaster. What an absolute disaster. So fuck this man, fuck his nation, and I have nothing good to say about Ukraine. Anyone who's cool in chat, anyone here in chat that's Ukrainian, I apologize for being associated with this rat fuck, and you're cool. Present company excluded, right? But fuck that asshole for what he has done to my people and Coach Red Pill. So, just wanted to get that out of the way. So what else we got? We got See a Space Cowboy. Rip Coach. All right. And with that, the IRS plans on ramping up audits. The IRS says it's about to ramp up audits as it cracks down on tax cheats and seeks to deliver more revenue into the U.S. Treasury's coffers. Huh. Strange. They're running out of money. I wonder why. I can't imagine why they're running out of tax money. We need to come after the people. We need to come after the American taxpayer. That's where we're losing our money. Oh, dude. Doesn't even make you want to read more into it because it's one of those stories where you just go, it sounds about right. It's what I expect. I don't even read the news anymore because it just will piss you off. That's why it's there. Is to just remind you where exactly all of us are and where we stand. Not much has changed. This headline was May 3rd, 2024. I'll bring it back up here. And this is from CBS, so of course take it with a grain of salt, but yeah, maybe we need to raise taxes. Well, maybe not for the lower people, but lower percentages that are, facing what I would consider the people who are working the hardest, where the people at the top tend to sit back and go, well, I can only do so much. It's enough to make you go full Rekieta. Oh man, what a great segue. So eventually we do have to get to the Rekieta segment. Holy shit, man. So this will be a bit of a preview. I'll give you my story, my honest reaction of how, well, it's not even my honest reaction. It's my story, my tale, well, I'm just now coming to terms, chat, with the fact that I saw Nick Rekieta jerking off on Twitter. So one day I'm just waking up and grab up, my Twitter feed, grab my phone to look at my Twitter feed, and I'm scrolling down and it says, what's Nick Rekieta up to? I said, hey, I haven't seen Nick Rekieta in a while. Let's click on that. So I click it, and it's Nick Rekieta looking like a corpse, a little more than the last time I saw him. Like, he really looks like he's dying. And, oh, it's Nick Rekieta. Oh my god, is his arm? Oh my god! And it was just the most unsettling... He DSP'd, yes, he did. I can't imagine what the fuck else he was doing. And we're gonna... Apparently the whole video is just insane. So we'll have to watch some of it. Because in between of his little, let's call them episodes, he apparently threatened several people. And that's all I know. So apparently he's made Ethan Ralph look like DSP. Like, it's so long gone. Like, the DSP is a low bar, and then you've got the Ralpha male, the pig, right? And just above him, Rekieta set a new high bar, where Ralph looks better in comparison. So, yeah, the thing with the death spiral of Nick Rekieta is, it is sad, but it's funnier than it is sad. So, let's move forward. We'll try to keep a decent pace here. We have an article. This is from a while back, February 27th of this year. Jacob Rothschild, banker who broke from his fabled family, dies at 87. So it makes you wonder where all of those assets are going to go. There will very likely be repercussions. Maybe repercussions isn't the right word, but this will change things in the future. I wonder where all of that capital is going to go. Oh shit, is it that bad, Fish Tycoon? Fuck. I'm just now catching up with some chat. He was actually getting a sloppy top. All cap. It's funny because he's smug and actively denying there's a problem. Alright. Well, this will be... Should we just brush through and get to the Rekieta segment? Fuck. But yeah, the fourth Baron Rothschild left the family banking dynasty to start his own company. But yet it is the Rekieta special, right? Why the fuck are we even doing any of this? Let's get to the title segment. Though it's really hard to go forward and not talk about the rabbis popping out of the sewers, right? I had that video up. What happened to it? It would be only too perfect if that got... Okay, hold on. No, that's going to close it. Okay, yeah, it happened in January. So we do have a New York Post. No, this is an Israel Times article. Okay. So before we get to that... Oh, the tipster and Keffel stuff? I saw some of it. I'm a little behind on a lot of the internet lore at the moment. But I did see that Tipster was getting roasted, but I didn't see the details, basically. Alright, so I was having fun with some AI. I forget which one. And I was asking it random questions like this. Is it immoral to speak a racial slur if it would save a life? In most situations, speaking a racial slur to save a life would not be considered immoral. Here's why. The greater good, saving a life, is generally considered a higher priority than avoiding a hurtful word. Intent matters. In this case, your intent to de-escalate a situation and protect somebody. That's far different from using a slur out of hate or malice. However, there are some nuances to consider. Is there another option? Is there a way to achieve the same outcome without using the slur? That's preferable. And who are you speaking to? If the person you're trying to calm down wouldn't be particularly bothered by the slur, it might not be necessary. Ultimately, the decision is yours. If you believe using the racial slur is the only way to save a life, then most people would agree it's the right thing to do. Here are some additional thoughts. Focus on de-escalation. There might be other ways to calm the person down besides using a racial slur. Try speaking calmly, using non-threatening body language, and focusing on solving the situation peacefully. Consider the aftermath. Even if using the slur saves a life, the person you spoke to might still be offended. You may need to apologize later and explain your intentions. Here are some resources that discuss the racial slurs and their impact. Why are racial slurs so offensive? Invalid URL removed. And how to respond to racial slurs. Invalid URL removed. So it's good. It's nice to keep the AI on its toes because we never know what to expect in the future, right? Like, I don't know about all of you, but it seems like things are just going all over the place. It's hard to know what to expect from day to day. Let's see. Now from here, I think it's only appropriate to go here, and we'll play a little bit of Austrian Painter. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the stylings of Austrian Painter, but he is this gentleman that has recently come out of nowhere to remake some of the greatest songs of all time, and I felt like it would be worth it to share with you guys some of what I come across. So I'm only stalling, as you can tell with my voice, to find something. You know what? Twitter's gonna fuck with me. So here it is. Your moment of Zen. You'll know it when you hear it. Try to talk while that was going on, but there's no fucking way I'm keeping a straight face and my composure with Austrian Painter singing Beat It. So let's just go ahead and throw this on for a second, and we'll move forward.
Thoughts on DSP? DSP is invincible and invulnerable. I love him and I want to hold him. Like Achilles' mom held him by the river and dipped him in the river Styx. I want to do that with DSP, but I want to use my penis in his butthole so there's no ambiguity. He'd be impervious forever. Imagine being Achilles' mom. Like, well, you have a choice. What is the choice?
By the way, big shout out to the archivers. Alyssa Clip's really doing the Lord's work.
What's the other choice? The welfare choice is spread them cheeks, bitch. Some guy's going to pretend to nut in you. And Netanyahu, he's Israeli.
Guys, I've gotten fucking drunk once or twice on live stream. I know some of you might have been there for it. I don't think I've ever gotten this drunk. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. This guy is plastered. I don't know that I'll ever drink again. Holy shit.
Father of your supporters, and that guy will win. Just do that. Like, no. Why not? Chicago. Okay, cool. Fuck. Right now, DSP actually looks better than you. You gotta be kidding me, man. Good. Guys, you don't understand. I literally like DSP.
A few moments later, by sheer coincidence.
Okay, Law. I want to share this on stream.
I'm afraid to watch this. Like every video, every clip we're gonna watch of Rekieta, I'm very hesitant to let it play because I'm afraid it's gonna be one of the clips where he's waxing the piñata, so to speak.
Why would you do this? Why now?
You weren't even this drunk on the Pizzagate stream. All right, good. Oh, goddamn. No. You see, that's exactly what I... Damn it, that's not the one I... Alright, guys, let's switch it up, okay? That's the exact opposite. I wasn't trying for that. I know it might seem like I was going for that. Alright, You know what? It's pretty bad when PPP showing his asshole was less disgusting by a fucking country mile. In fact, it was pretty funny. Yeah. Like, it was gross, but it was pretty funny in hindsight. How did you pull that off, Nick? I'm legitimately blown away. God, man. Chad, I'm sorry, by the way. I was trying to avoid the ones where he was doing that. Did you see his O face? Did you see his O face, chat? I just need to, I need a second. All right. It was pretty, I think the phrase is based, right? This is a power move for sure. So about a year ago, and I saw Malcolm in chat, by the way, big shout out. I followed your posts on Twitter and keep somewhat up to date on some of this shit because of it. So thank you for your work. About a year ago, Nick Rekieta received a cursed Chris Chan medallion in the mail, and he put it on, and now he is substance abusing menace gooning on stream. I dare you to tell me demons are not real.
I got to this anonymous letter, or the anonymous package. It was postage not paid. Like, I had to pay the postage on it to receive it. And the post office was like, well, where was it sent from? And it had my address as the return address with me as the sendee, which is not true. And in it had this burned piece of paper, which I feel like I'm going to get serial rape here. It says, the stars are aligned. A new host is chosen. Hail unto thee, Nick Chan Rekieta. And then with that came this. And this was so weird because this came before the mention of Sonic in the trademark dispute that we were talking about last night. A Sonichu medallion has been passed to me. I don't know where this came from. I don't know what it means other than
put it on.
What it means, but that is that happened. That happened. It cost me $2 to pay the postage on it.
Dude, if you need more guns,
just
let me know. I'll
You see,
friendly,
remember,
this is friendly. Don't put it on.
Come on.
Don't put it on. Sonichu lives. He lives in you.
Remember, the Jannies do it for free. He paid $2 for the Sonichu medallion. He actually paid for the demon to possess his ass. I mean, sure, it was only $2, but he paid for it. That's what blows me away. Life truly is stranger than fiction. It really is. Let's see. I even asked the AI about the, what do you call it? The rabbi jumping out of the manhole cover. I'm not sure if any of you had seen the video of the rabbi emerging from the sewers, seeing that he was being recorded, running up and pushing the camera and then running away. But it was the most cartoony thing I have ever seen in my life. Or it was among them, at least. So there's a whole thread about this, thread of information about this. The guy says down here, I swear I keep hearing Yiddish under my floor in my New York apartment. I've lived at ground level and we have no basement. And this was December 11th, 2023. And what was it? In November, there are Jews living under my apartment. I hear them. It's like they're digging or something. For the record, I live at ground level and we do not have a basement. Another post. And then after this had happened, some of you owe me an apology. I am not crazy. And of course, a lot of this information is gone. Like if you go to Twitter, now I'm willing to admit maybe I got something misspelled, or I didn't do the @ from right, because I have been out of the Twitter game for a while and the streaming stuff, so I might have just fucked up making this search for his post for anything for Yiddish, but apparently it doesn't even show up. Now, just go ahead and look at this post, and I'll leave it on screen for a second. It's almost as cringy as the video we just accidentally watched. I can't believe I accidentally walked into that shit again. Big shout out, by the way. Thanks, Alyssa Clips. Really doing the Lord's work. I wonder if anyone's put that shit up on Pornhub yet. Oh, fuck. Yeah, you gotta love the name at the very least. Great username. Then a crisis. So he's already swooped right into the grifter mentality. Already going, Christ is king. Christ is king. This really fills me with, wow. I just want to chase that motherfucker out of the temple with my, just, it's hard to get that video. I have the visual of Nick Rekieta in my head. It's, oh man. Where do we go from here? Is there a way, Alyssa Clips, that you can just, here's a way of bleaching my eyes so I don't have to watch that again? Are all the videos of him doing that? I really just don't know what to say at this point. He powders his nose. Here's a video. It's a short one.
Yep. He actually just had to pee this time. He didn't.
Okay, so this is a clip of Josh Moon covering it on his show, Mad at the Internet. This was clipped out by Alyssa Clips. And yeah, let's see. Again, I am completely out of the loop when it comes to any of this, besides what we had just seen. So I'll go ahead, sit back, put myself on mute, and I'll pop back in if there's anything noteworthy. Oh man, I really just hope we don't see any more of that.
He had to do a bump. That's it.
You need to wear one during the boxing match. Yes, it's white. It's who white? It's so white when I wear one of those hoodies and I go to Chicago, I just kneel on black people all the time. So I do. Anyway, I tried to find it. I tried to find my white Nationalist Medicare Fuentes hoodie. I didn't have it in my closet. What am I, Eminem? Like I used to have cool stuff in my closet, and now all I have is woke bullshit? It's like Lady Raggers. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my white hoodie? She's like, you wore a white hoodie? I don't know, maybe. I was in Tennessee. I don't know what I did.
Is this the one where he has the powder like on his nose or in his mustache or something? I think there is like a little speck of white like on his right nostril.
I know where
This is getting pretty meta now. This is getting pretty meta, huh? All right, I'll let it play. I really don't like just watching something without commentary, so I will pop back in every so often. I feel like it's just so lazy, but I'm just a little out of the loop, so let's go.
So you're like, oh God.
Is that Coke?
I just wanted to back my friend Jim.
Is it like on the underside of his nose?
He doesn't have back.
It is. You can see it. You can see the little speck. It's on the tip of his nose on the left side. It's like at the very, very tip of the nose.
I can hella see it. Yeah, it's right there. It's right. Yeah, you can't see my mouse. It's totally on. It's his left, but on the right. On our right. Huh. Now the question is, can Rekieta still afford Coke? Honest question. I'm not trying to be shitty when I say this. I mean, look at him. Does cocaine do this to a guy, or cocaine and lots of alcohol? I mean, I know alcohol fuck you up, but is he doing something else like cheaper than Coke? Just throwing that out there.
So visible? Yeah, it is. Right here. See it? People are saying that that's Coke. Let's compare this. Let's go back before the break and see. I'll skip back to whatever. See, because there's a point where he was there. Oh yeah, he doesn't have a white speck right there normally. Then we go back to this. Yeah, and then there's a white speck.
Shit. So, Jim, I don't know if you know this, but there's a guy who made shirts with you and your alleged picture on the back. On the back because the Bears liked him or whatever. Patio furniture. made these sweatshirts, his hoodie. It's got pockets in the front because people use pockets on shirts. I don't know why, like calculus students in or whatever. His pockets on the front of their shirts. But he had Medicare shirts that he made from the Knoxville Knockout back when Chef Red Pill was still alive.
Chef Red Pill. Someone changed their name.
Chef Red Pill. Chef. That's good. That's good. Chef Red Pill. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, let's resume.
Kiwi Farms. I got a name change request just today to change somebody's name to Chef Red Pill.
Wasn't his chef, Coach Red Pill. Chef Red Pill would be cooler. Coach was alive. Ralph and Dick and Coach were all friends. I was there. Andy Worski was still doing cocaine. And we're like, this is funny. And Tonka still couldn't walk. Just like was in 4th grade or whatever. Did Andy wear one during the boxing match? Yes, it's white. It's who white? It's so white when I wear.
Is it? Wait, he's doing the ceiling cat thing again. Is looking up into the corner of the room a coke thing? Did Andy Worski do this when he was on coke? Because he wasn't doing the ceiling cat thing before, and now that he's back from the bathroom with the coke on his nose, he's like looking up. This has to be like a thing that he does when he's on coke.
One of those hoodies, and I go to Chicago. I just kneel on black people all the time. So I do.
You know, I've considered that a possibility as well, Zizor. That he's doing this as a way of generating more people to his channel and to his content, because who gives a fuck about what Rekieta has to say about anything? But boy howdy, will people tune in to watching him just destroy himself. So is he putting on makeup? Is he doing all of this as a show? Sort of like the political grifters, pretending they're one thing when they're really another? I guess only time will tell.
Anyway, I tried to find it. I tried to find my white Nationalist Medicare Fuentes hoodie, and I didn't have it in my closet. What am I, Eminem? Like I used to have cool stuff in my closet, and now all I have is woke bullshit? I talked to Lady Raggers. I'm like, what the fuck? Where's my white hoodie? She's like, you wore a white hoodie? I don't know, maybe. I was in Tennessee. I don't know what I did. Like, I don't know where it is. So you're like, oh God. I just wanted to back my friend Jim. He can't do it because he doesn't have back skin or muscle or skeletal structure. All he has is an iron lung, an iron kidney, and 3 iron Jews circumcised mouth fuck him.
Wait, Jesus, man.
Just won't live. God damn it.
He's like imagining Jim in an iron lung.
Yeah, let's just let that settle for a second. Let that image sit in your mind. It's weird. What does this say about his psychology, right? That this is what comes to mind for Nick Rekieta. He's sitting there rambling about incoherent nonsense. Just stream of consciousness, completely unfiltered, coming out to chat. Instead of thinking about bitches with huge tits, he's thinking about he's thinking about Jim getting sloppy toppy, as people in chat are calling what he's allegedly getting. You know, it's Nick Rekieta. You're gonna have to show me proof that he's getting some, right? It's more likely that he's jerking it, all right? You're gonna have to show me evidence that I don't want to see. I will close my fucking eyes this time. All right, let's continue.
Unable to move, missing his epidermis, completely skinless, getting mouth raped like a fleshlight by Jewish men. What the fuck? And he keeps going back to Medicare. Why the fuck is he mad at Medicare? What a bizarre thing.
That's a thing. That's one thing I've noticed, that all of these people, when they're having their spiral, they have an odd fixation on Mr. Medicare, who isn't even really around anymore. Like, even a friend of mine watches the Locale podcast, so sometimes we'll hang out and he'll throw that on for background noise. I don't particularly go out of my way to watch it, don't particularly care for it, but for background noise when I'm not paying attention, I don't mind it. But even their show tries to, hey, well, I've been trying to get Jim on. Oh, God, dude, fuck off. Like, especially if he's actually dying. I don't know what it is with all of these people. There's so many people out there. You don't have to always bring Mr. Medicare out for everything. People have a strange fixation with the guy. I mean, yeah, he's funny, but why is everyone so strange about this shit? But anyway, what do we got? Another minute? 20 seconds on this clip. Let's go ahead and let it finish.
Jim, no, you can pull out of this. Please pull out of the Jewish mouth. Just kidding. I'm just kidding, Jim. Please, God, please don't make fun of me.
He accidentally slams his brake button. What the fuck?
Oh, all right. Fucking hell. And some of these videos of this stream are like 30 minutes long, and I don't know that I really want to sit here in this crappy chair, but I might, depending on how interesting it appears from my perspective at the moment. Oh, fuck. Let's see. Randazza sucks and Nate the lawyer doesn't suck too. Legitimately am worried. So this is Alex Stein. Oh, geez. So they're talking about it on all these different shows as well. All right, let's go.
Okay, now we got to talk about a serious subject. As a person that knows people, my best friend, we didn't even talk about it. Hank Keller recently passed away, and he liked to drink this and that, and a lot of people, I'm sure they've had trouble, substance abuse issues. Well, a guy that we like, a guy by the name of Nick Rekieta, is going viral on the internet for his latest clip of him streaming. He's currently in a lawsuit with this guy Montegraph because he called him a pedophile, and Nick's not doing very well in the case. It's costing him a lot of money. I don't think that Nick should have called Montegraph a pedophile. The guy's actually very nice. He's not a pedophile. But since he decided to do this, it's causing him a lot of repercussions in his personal life. So let's play this clip of Nick, and we're going to do a little intervention. So let's play the clip.
Is this... Okay, we're going to skip a little bit because I don't want to see that again. I'm doing it for both of us, chat. I think all of us have a point where we go, no more. We're going to start fighting back.
Probably get sober for your family. I believe you have 5 kids. You're married. These people depend on you. And even if you are financially okay and you are a functioning alcoholic, posting yourself on the internet completely shit-faced and potentially jerking, your...
I'm not sure if anyone remembers Alex Stein. When we came across it on this channel maybe like 2 years ago. But he was one of those people who, he came out on stage and he was chanting, "Is anybody ready for some memes?" It was one of the most cringy things I have ever seen. So this guy's clowning on you, Rekieta, and giving you advice. Yikes.
Junk.
Jeffrey Toobin in it.
Jeffrey Toobin vibes. And this is a guy that's probably made fun of Jeffrey Toobin a lot, and then he became what he made fun of.
Yeah.
So please, Nick, for not for yourself.
Yeah,
do this for your family.
I'm not doing that,
And
Malcolm, but I appreciate
you are
it.
a talented commentator, but all of that talent goes out the window.
Talent.
When you're wasted and you're
Talent.
playing with yourself on camera. So now can we all go around and say something nice? Jimmy and Brandon?
Nick, I don't know you personally, but...
Yeah, we don't need to hear anything nice. Like, come on now. Anybody out there, if you guys ever stream, first bit of advice, don't use a face cam. There's practically nothing to gain out of it. And of course, I'm not the most successful streamer. I'm not going to out there quit my day job and start doing this full time or anything like that. But it just seems completely a bad idea around the board. And the second thing, maybe don't bring like your wife and your IRL friends into the stream. Just there's so much that could go bad and so little that can go right. You have so little to gain and benefit from that sort of a thing. Just talk about stuff. So that way you don't have people like Alex Stein giving you advice and telling you that you have a lot of talent. Okay, Sitch and Adam. I don't know what this one is, but it's more people discussing.
Side note: have you seen
Nick
the state
Rekieta.
of Rekieta? I did. Oh, that was pretty bad.
Do you want to bring it up?
No, I don't want to bring it up. No,
Let's
listen.
bring it up.
No,
Come on,
no.
We have to shame him into
No.
sobriety.
Stop.
See,
Look,
these guys
last
have the
time
right idea.
We had a conversation with Rekieta. I do think we could have had a much better conversation if alcohol wasn't involved. I know a little bit of his brand is like I'm the attorney that
Did you remember our
drinks.
last conversation or our first conversation?
Yeah, Noodle, by the way, is still a crabby bitch, but she's good. She's good. We have a dog as well. A little husky. It's not a little husky, but she's great. They work pretty well together. But yeah, we had a request for an update on Noodle. She's doing very well. Thank you for asking.
Our last conversation with him.
I thought our last conversation was fine. I thought our first conversation with him was a disaster. But
It was a conversation where we were on
okay, I know
Rumble
who
and he
these
just
people
got
are.
completely wasted. And
that was the first conversation. The last conversation we had
Okay.
was about oh my god, what was it? It was you remember he talked to Destiny about some legal thing?
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right. It was. Yeah, okay, that was.
Oh, this is going to be boring as shit, guys. I don't know if I can stand it. I'm going to try another like 20 seconds, but they got to say something funny.
That kind of made up for it a bit. But I do look, and a lot of people, a lot of you guys were saying that alcohol was involved and Rekieta's way better. And he doesn't drink too much.
Nah.
And it made me think, well,
You think-
fucking don't drink on live streams. But I mean,
Do you think he's been fucking
is-
drinking, guys?
I don't know if you've watched Rekieta streams, but I mean, that's like part of his business model is use super chat.
And he drinks, yeah.
And he drinks, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
No, I obviously, yeah.
Come on, you got like
Yeah.
fucking 10 more seconds out of me before I click something else.
But anyway, look.
Dr. Lure says, I'm pretty sure the video is doctored. His stream last night looks
Okay,
fine.
yeah, these guys are stupid. It's doctored, guys. Yeah, okay. So even other channels, we got the Dragon's Treasure, which I'm not going to click on that. It's a 26-minute long video, but the downfall of Nick Rekieta, the man who helped me, no longer exists. So let's go back a little bit more. It really looks like just a lot of these videos are pretty much what we already know. So let's go for a couple more. There's a Kino Casino video. It's 4 minutes long. I'll probably give that a minute or two. Which, by the way, shockingly enough, they've been doing much better than they were when I first came across their show. So, big thumbs up in their direction. And not the kind of Ethan Ralph thumbs up, by the way. No, I think they have improved quite a bit since the last time I was talking shit about them. So, I don't necessarily watch the show, but I can see constructive effort that was put into doing their show, and I kind of respect that. So thumbs up to you guys wherever you're at. All right, let's go ahead and we'll check out their clip on this. I don't watch their show, and I haven't watched this yet. So if it, just like the last one, if I get bored after 2 minutes, we'll switch to something else.
Why now?
Listen, okay, wait. Why would you do this? Why now?
SMG, is that for real? I have I can't quite remember some things. It's been a lot of shit.
What? He looks down.
But honestly, with all the shit in the sector, it would not surprise me in the slightest.
Do this. Why now?
She's trying to unzip his pants.
Yeah.
In that moment, yeah.
You could hear it like
Nope,
under the table.
nope,
Like,
we're out. See, we're gonna get tricked over and over again into watching this dude, wax the pinata. You know, open the tuna can, so to speak. So where should we go from here? I had a few articles, like the tax exemption for Black Americans suggested by Democrat. Like, I just kind of need to cleanse my palate, man. The shit with Rekieta is really just play it, bro. Alright, look, I'll play it, but only because TJ Blackmore said to. We got a request in chat. Alright.
her head's hitting the top of the table. Okay. There's one more thing I'm gonna do with this.
this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna need some subs though for this, okay? You can hear the.
No!
Look.
No!
You can hear. There's some loud moments. You were like.
No!
He didn't come. He didn't come.
No, it really happened.
He didn't come. But she's sucking.
Oh,
she's sucking his dick,
fuck.
but he's not coming. But watch. You can hear. You can hear the. Look,
It kind of does look like he's getting.
No.
You can hear the.
At 1:31, it's right there.
I'm glad it's not my job
I had
to do
a hint
this.
at it, but you can hear the. Wait, you hear the belt jingling. You hear the belt jingling. Look,
This is.
Really? Listen. That's his belt. That's a belt being unbuckled.
No,
You would know.
It's already. I think it's already unbuckled.
This
and
is
then while she's sucking
genuinely
it,
unsettling,
it's like
man.
she's hitting.
Like, I have to hear this guy. Yeah, no. I'm gonna walk away for a second and, you know what? Have headphones on, decent headphones, and all I hear is the sound of this guy.
Like, you don't make that
enjoying
face,
himself
you don't
more
really
than
make that face,
I would
Jack.
care to
When you're getting
hear
sucked,
himself enjoying himself. If you know what I
start
mean.
making the faces he's making.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is fucked, guys. That is just fucked. Why are we here? Just to suffer.
Why is my camera so on? I'm trying to shut the show down. Like, oh, we'll play the credits. No. What we'll do is we'll sit here.
You look down.
What we'll do is we'll sit here. Guys.
She's still doing it.
Oh my God, Nick's drunk. Yes. Cool. I'll do it at your kids' family thing or whatever.
Yeah, I gotta work away from my microphone, right? Well, at least that would be the smart way of going about it. What the fuck, Nick? I mean this from the genuine part of my soul. How am I gonna go to sleep tonight? I'm just gonna have that burned into my brain. Like, surely I have something else.
Why to say it makes you better disappear? The fire's
Okay.
in their eyes and their words are really clear. So beat it. Just beat it.
I just needed to play a little bit more of that. I apologize if it spiked in the audio. This is possibly the least sexy thing I've seen on the internet today. I've seen a lot of clips with Ethan Ralph doing strange things. I watched a lot of the Sunrise Media videos. And I genuinely think that the Rekieta shit is more horrid than anything that Ralph has streamed himself doing. It's a close call, for sure, but I think Rekieta's got him beat in more ways than one. All right. Where do we even go from here, guys? I wanted to watch more of the, like, see it develop, because I know that there's more to this Nick Rekieta thing. Apparently a friend of his is spilling beans. We got Eric July, who is... Oh man, do I have to go through that even? So Nick Rekieta a while back had a strange fixation on a comic book artist called Eric July, who had crowdfunded a bunch of money, and him and Dick Masterson, Nick and Dick Masterson, had tried to from my opinion, you know, from my perspective, it looked like they were trying to grift off of being critics of Eric July, and it just came off really strange. And the meme came out of, oh, I wish he makes $1 million, but you could tell that he was salty as shit. He was just fucking mad. And so he had basically an intervention with Eric July, and I don't know where to find that clip. But there's a few things going on that I haven't really found videos for. So all I have right now are a lot of the things that Alyssa Clips put up. Keto, everyone just analyzing whether or not Rekieta was jerking off or getting head. So you know we're all truly living our best life. Where to go from here, guys? I had a bunch of links. Oh yeah, you guys want to hear, where is it at? See, that's a problem with having like 20 different tabs set up. Is a lot of the things that you had set up for the stream just disappear. Here we go. This was on Zero Hedge. Microplastics found in human testicles. Microplastics have been identified in human and canine testicles, lengthening the list of where the insidious particles have been found. A new study published in Toxicological Sciences revealed the incredible prevalence of microplastics worldwide and their ability to generate nearly every part of the body. Ability to penetrate nearly every part of the body. Microplastics form when plastic is exposed to sunlight, blah, blah. Okay. So let's get into the part, I think it was, 12 different types of microplastics and in 47 different canine samples and 23 different human samples. And 100% of their samples, they found microplastics. So there is a good chance that a large portion of the population is just walking around with plastic in their balls. And you have to wonder, how much is that affecting people? Plastic in your testicles. How is that making the average American react from day to day? Is it affecting their hormone balance? You have to ask yourself if this is having a larger effect on society. I mean, hell, it makes me wonder. What other things are going on that we don't know about at all? Yeah, how is this even possible? Well, shit. Think of it like this. Have you guys noticed that fast food, just one of the things, right? Fast food is worse than it's ever been, more expensive than it's ever been. Like when you used to get like a McDonald's cheeseburger, it tastes okay. Now it literally tastes like filler. Like it's nothing. Like it's something generated in a lab. But it used to taste like something that was good that was generated in a lab. Hell, great example is I think they're Totino's pizzas. I haven't eaten them since I was like a teenager, like 20 years ago. But they were decent for what they were. Like the sauce was good. They had those little cubed pepperonis. And they're dog shit now. Everything made in a lab somewhere. Like your best bet really is to just make your own food at home, which quite frankly you should be doing every night anyway. But even when you're like, hey, I don't have time to go home and cook a full meal, let's stop and get anything else. It hardly is good enough to finish. Like you just take a few bites and go, man, I just don't, this is more of a chore than it is anything else. Because you will be eating the bugs soon enough. We probably already are. Who knows what's actually put in those? There was so much, like I remember my grandfather, you know, I used to be able to get a candy bar for a dime or little stories about that. I really see it now. You try to get yourself a a soda on your way out of a Walmart or something like that, it's like $3. What the hell happened? Well, I imagine one of those things it made plastics in our testicles happen. So, yeah, what a great year we've had. Let me go through some of this here. Oh yeah, a former CIA stooge on misinformation took over The Onion. That's an interesting one. What else do we have here? I think I briefly mentioned it, but a black congressman suggested that there should be tax exemptions for black Americans. So I just wonder how well that would go. That would certainly ease the racial tensions throughout America, I'm sure. We have the stuff with Diddy. Apparently Diddy is a diddler. Diddy the rapper. He even called himself Diddy. Is anyone really shocked? I assumed all of them were diddlers to begin with. Yeah, we had all sorts of stories. I had a bunch of articles and things I had set up, and then the Rekieta stream happened, and I thought it would be entertaining to watch alongside with you, but it legitimately made my stomach turn. And I kind of just want to go and take a shower. Like, I feel dirty. Can I sue him? Can I sue Rekieta for me stumbling across him jerking himself on YouTube? Should I hire Randazza? Fuck. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and bring up one more thing, because this was related to the the rabbis in the tunnels. And I think this was on J-Post. The truth behind the NYC Chapad tunnel sparking new waves of anti-Semitism. While the tunnels breathed new life into old anti-Semitic conspiracies, the reality was that a group of students had decided to take 770's expansion into their own hands. So all of these weird videos of different traditional Jewish men in their, I forget the name for their religious clothing, but completely dressed up with mattress that had blood on it. It was just weird, the whole thing. These started appearing everywhere in January. Seeing if they had yeah, here's the thing I was looking for. Chabad, statement by Chabad Lubavitch headquarters. The Chabad Lubavitch community is pained by the vandalism of a group of young agitators who damaged the synagogue below Chabad headquarters at 770 Eastern Parkway Monday night. Now, this is... Here, I'll just scroll down a little bit more. Super Jews and old anti-Semitic tropes. So they're associating that video of the rabbi jumping out of the manhole cover as an anti-Semitic trope. Like, no, that video you saw is actually part of an old conspiracy theory. Here, let's go ahead and read what they put in their article here. While social media posts seem to have been made with only the intention of laughing at a somewhat bizarre occurrence. Huh, really, you don't say. The footage seemed to breathe new life into the old tropes that Jews traffic, abuse, and ritualistically kill children. The ADL said. Okay, well, the ADL claims it, so. Anti-Semitic online pages have peddled lies that items belonging to babies were found in the tunnels and that attempts to fill the tunnels were to hide evidence. Not a good look if I'm... Here, let's... I remember that video coming up. Now, what I love about this article is it sets you with everything you need. It gives you all the links to everything, just about, except where's that video? This is the blood on the mattress. It's almost beyond comment. Yeah, I only have the article archived, so I don't have to give these assholes a fucking an ad view. I'm really looking for the original video which I had linked, but apparently it got taken down. The anti-Semitic AI. That reminds me, I'll give you a story here. So this happened a little bit earlier today. My girlfriend was studying for a test she has regarding the healthcare system, right? So there was a part where it listed when you are dealing with a patient that is having an emotional meltdown, which is the proper way to communicate to them in an empathetic way. And the first one said, tell them that everything will be fine. And the second one was, tell them their problems are insignificant and they should stop bothering you. And the third one was basically the same thing. And the fourth one was, communicate to them and listen to their problems. Now, she had picked number one, but seeing everything will be fine, boom, incorrect, sent me into hysterics. And I couldn't, at the time, put into words to articulate the healthcare system just giving you the middle finger and telling you that everything is not going to be okay, actually. That is incorrect, bitch. That's not what a doctor does. A doctor walks in there, says, hey, tough break, kids, you've got AIDS, here's a peppermint. The healthcare tells you, you know what? Fuck you, buddy. Everything's not going to be okay, actually. What a state we live in. So, chat, that video of Rekieta has unsettled me genuinely to the core. I know I've used the word genuinely quite a lot because I'm flabbergasted. We just watched this man either... he got pretty close to his genuine O-face. If I could use that word one last time. That was his O-face, even if he didn't reach climax. Yeah, rip Trevor Moore for sure. So, I'm going to decide on behalf of my mental well-being that we will bring that back another time. We'll do a part 2, and I'll try my best to find clips where he's not jerking it. And that way we can watch all of this unfold and not have to see that or hear the sounds in the liquid. Like, I've had headphones on this entire time. I've heard more of that than I care to explain to you. Everything's all right. Just take your meds. And the doctor just asked, what insurance and how are you going to pay? Pretty much. Yeah, I need to take a mental health day now, for sure, man. So I don't know when that'll be. Maybe in a couple of days. But I'll get the links together and we'll finish this up as a part 2. Yeah, the slurping and jerking, man, that... I could have gone my entire life without that. So... At least it was me. At least you guys were with me for that shit. Holy fuck. Alright, well... There's that awkward silence. So again, big shout out to the archivers. You got Alyssa Clips, Malcolm X, and many others. Thanks for going out of your way and making sure we all saw the value of a man and what it looks like when he's had one too many. Maybe two too many, 3 too many. We all suffering together. All right, guys. So I'm going to call it there and go finish my night and go to bed and try to think of anything else. So I'll see you guys around. Keep your eyes out toward the sky. Beautiful full moon tonight. That was one of the main reasons I just said, fuck it, we'll go live. Even if all my shit's not entirely put together, we'll just do it tonight. We'll go live and suffer together. Yeah, what more needs to be said, for sure. So, from here, I'm taking off. So remember, be yourself, because you might just find yourself by yourself at any time. and anyone can learn from their own mistakes, but it takes a wise guy like yourself to learn from the mistakes made by others. Quick reminder, persistence always overcomes resistance. Peace out, guys.